Alright there, my name's Chris Dangerfield and welcome to my channel. Regular subscribers, make sure you click the bell. Oh yeah, click the bell, because then you'll be notified about my videos. If you haven't subscribed, do that. If you haven't already Patreoned my arse, if you haven't already tickled my Patreon prostate with your cheeky little dollar, consider doing that. Anyway, you know what it's like when you'll be trying to describe some kind of human or some sort of societal effect, and you'll say, imagine if we had imagine if an alien race come to Earth and they saw that, what would they think? Because you've got this fantasy of an exterior view, you know, this idea that someone who knows nothing of something can see it from the outside, and they've got that sort of, not natural, but an initial critical distance where they haven't been embroiled within something. Excuse me, they haven't been embroiled within something, and where they've kind of lost the ability to criticize it from within. You want something from the outside. Well, wouldn't it be amazing if something like that had actually happened? If we assume that the kind of closed community, literally community of the Chinese, kind of give us that. Their views of the West are kind of interesting. They live in a very different world. And I would like to introduce you to something that I found exceptionally exciting. There's loads of this on the internet. I'll leave a couple of links in the description. So after you've been to my Patreon, go and check this out. It's a Chinese phenomena called Baizuo. And it is called Baizuo because I went to one of my Chinese health shops because I wanted to get a Chinese lady to come on in and go, fuck you, Baizuo. But they wouldn't, and understandably, because they, as she said to me, she said, I don't want to get involved in politics on the internet, and that's because she comes from the communes of China. And so, oh, there you go, regular viewers will know, want the street cleaned, make a video. Move along now. Yeah, so Baizuo, it literally translates as white left, but it actually translates as the social justice warriors of the West. And it's an amazing, amazing thing. Your friend of mine, Tucker Carlson, can explain it better. Let's listen to this.
Well, the Chinese have a new insult you often see in online political arguments between Mandarin speakers. The word is Baizuo. Its literal translation is white left.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
According to political scientist Chen Zhang, who wrote about the term in a recent Open Democracy piece, members of the white left are, in the view of the Chinese, quote, biased, elitist, ignorant of social reality, and constantly applying double standards.
Nailed it.
They only care about topics like immigration, minorities, LGBT, and the environment.
Nailed it.
And have, quote, no sense of real problems in the real world.
Nailed it.
They're people obsessed with political correctness to the extent they, quote, tolerate backward Islamic values for the sake of multiculturalism.
It's amazing. The Chinese are fantastic. And like I say, this isn't a small thing. This is being debated all round. You'll find this on Reddit. You'll find it on 4chan. You'll find it on all sorts of other forums. I've got friends who live in Shanghai, and I spoke to them tonight, and they're like, yeah, we know about Baizuo. Yeah, it's big in China. Not quite the same as big in Japan. Not the same as, I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. Do you know what that is? Do you know what turning Japanese means? It means having an orgasm. I think I'm turning Japanese. It's this one. Continue, Tucker.
And on top of that,
I like that though, tolerate backwards Islamic values for the sake of multiculturalism. Yeah, because from someone from the outside, it's fucking mad to do that. It's mad. It's only when you're inside that political correct vacuum. Oh, no, we've got... Yeah, I know it's causing massive problems and it's going to totally flatten our values and cultural systems. But, you know, multiculturalism, which in itself is a myth, of course. It's just little groups of other tribes who are not getting on together but in the same place. Yeah. Diversity. I read a thing yesterday about diversity. How it was promoted after Darwin, and as far as I can work out, Darwin basically said diversity is a danger to social groups, and yet after him it was promoted. Nice, clever, you read it well, Tucker.
They say the white left, quote, pity the rest of the world and think they are saviors. Sounds
social justice pity the rest of the world and think they are their saviors. Absolutely spot on.
It's like the Chinese are watching pretty carefully. The term first became popular 2 years ago to describe Angela Merkel and her decision to welcome more than 1 million third world immigrants to Europe.
Now, this is important as well. Check out how this has been affecting Chinese immigrants.
Chinese students and job seekers complained they had to work very hard to stay in Europe, while unskilled migrants could simply show up, claim asylum, and get welfare.
That must be shocking to communities who don't understand the political correct bullshit that the rest of us have grown up with. It's just, what? Hang on. You score higher IQ, you're better educated, you work more, and yet affirmative action has moved you down and prioritise other people who aren't as clever, don't work as hard, etc., etc. And have proved that. And people can just turn up in the country and just get houses and jobs and money. Great.
Chinese immigrants to the U.S.
Fucking Baizuo.
Meanwhile, see themselves penalized by affirmative action and wonder why they're paying the price for historic wrongs that other people committed, which is not a crazy question, by the way.
In which we're all thinking.
One Chinese internet user described the white left as, quote, a spiritual epidemic that will destroy the West and destroy China, too, if it were foolish enough to follow their lead. As Donald Trump once noted of the Chinese, they're laughing at us. He may have been more right than he knew.
Amazing, really. It will destroy the West and the Chinese if they take on those values. Yeah, well, don't. And the rest of us fucking wake up. Damn Baizuo!